All right, real quick here. I'm gonna just go into this article real quick. I don't want to make this video too long, Lord willing. This is from blacklistednews.com, and it says prepare for governments to push CBDCs in the wake of the Silicon Valley Bank collapse. This is going to be somewhat of an MOTB update, CBDC update. Now, before I get started, just want to give all praises, glory, and honor to unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and that do teach well. Shalom to you, Akim, and you few sisters that are out there laboring and risking your lives to do so. And Kwame Ashala and Ababa Ball, and this is Brother Gabar Ya Allah coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying. Okay? Alright, so here it is. Now, before I get into this, I just want to talk about, or give you an idea of what happened at the Silicon Valley Bank and why it collapsed. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of the rundown here. So back in the year 2022, around that time, interest rates, they were rising very, very consistently, and this caused a lot of bond values to fall significantly. So pretty much up until the end of the year 2022, this incompetent bank, Silicon Valley Bank, they had an unrealized loss of about $15 billion generated from its held to maturity products, right? So they just realized they lost $15 billion. They're like, holy shit, panic, right? So there was a lot of negligence from the people that were running the bank, man. They're very negligent, which I think, man, it's all rigged. It's all rigged. Before I get started, let me get this, before I keep going, let me just get this. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. That's right. Problem, reaction, solution. That's what comes to mind. And that's how Satan gets the advantage of you. You know, he puts you in the debt, then he controls your emotions, and then he brings a solution, which is to put you in more bondage. Which that's going to bring a more centralized government. And that's all these CBDCs are. That's what the MOTB is about. More control, more centralized government. And a lot of you people, you're very ignorant to what he's doing, you know, and his devices. You're ignorant of the MOTB. You're ignorant of Revelation 13 and 15 on down. You're ignorant of how this system actually works. You're ignorant of how money works, right? You know, a lot of people, they don't realize that this is all a false balance. Why did this bank collapse? Because it wasn't balanced. A lot of you people are ignorant, man. You don't know what's going on. And you people out here, you have the mind of a beast. You know, you don't think about the future. You only think about the present. That's how a beast functions. You know, an animal that walks on all fours. They don't really understand how to comprehend on what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, they just get up, they go with the flow, they eat, they procreate, they probably have some sex, they go off their instincts, and that's it. You people, man, you have the mind of a beast. You know why? Because you can't think about what the Lord has in store for you in the long run. You're not thinking about what the Lord wants. You're not thinking about salvation. You're not thinking about who's your enemy, especially you tribes, man. Very, very ignorant and very, very beast-like, right? Very beast-like, man. Okay? And when I read this, man, I just think of how ignorant and how base you people are. Okay? So it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, which he is going to get the advantage, for we, of you ignorant people out here, for we are not ignorant of his devices. That's right. We are not. We are not ignorant of the MOTB. We are not ignorant of CBDCs. We are not ignorant of the fact that America is going to go out with a big bang and that there is going to be a financial collapse. We are not ignorant of that. But the majority of the masses, you are. All right? So that's what I think of. Okay, so I just want to go back to explain that. So they realize, oh my gosh, we lost $15 billion. So, you know, because of this unrealized loss, the Silicon Valley Bank was forced to sell the debt instruments at a loss, leading to the sudden liquidity crisis, right? So this loss was then made public as the bank sought to increase its capital by selling stock. So a lot of these customers, or one of the customers, many with large and poorly diversified balances, they realized there was a significant difference between their balance sheets and deposits. So like, oh my God, the math doesn't add up. What the hell's going on? Is this really what's in my bank account? Am I losing money? What's going on here? They realize it's not adding up. What's going on? So because of this, they tried to withdraw their funds from the bank in a short period of time, causing a bank run, right? So what fueled the bank run was really social media, because there was a lot of disinformation on social media, on all these like Twitter threads. There was a lot of jargon. There was a lot of exaggerated titles that made people to panic and go to the bank and withdraw their money. Even though a lot of these CEOs, these big wigs that were in control of the bank, they came out and told you, everything's gonna be okay. This is what we're gonna do. You people didn't believe it because of social media as well, right? Because of what people were saying on there, and that caused you not to listen to them. Which, rightfully so, man. I wouldn't listen to them either. These people are thieves, man. So that caused the bank run. Now, it was very bad because a lot of people don't really understand how bad it was. When you go into Silicon Valley's bank, total liability at the time of the bank run was what? About $195 billion. So $173 billion of which were deposit liabilities. On the day of the bank run, the bank's customers attempted to withdraw, I think it was about $42 billion in cash. And I believe that adds up to be around like 20% of the bank's total assets. And the bank didn't have sufficient cash available for sale securities to pay the deposit liabilities, right? They didn't have enough, right? So this left the bank with what? $1 billion, a $1 billion negative balance, pretty much. And that caused regulators to intervene and to take control of the bank. And now why is that? Because this was to prevent further damage to the financial system and also to protect the interests of the bank's depositors. So that's basically what happened in a nutshell. Now that's why they're saying, okay, so in order for this not to happen again, we're going to have to bring digital currency, MOTB. So this is what they cause: problem, reaction, solution. They created the problem, put you people in debt, created a crash. You people panicked, and you reacted, you panicked, and then now the solution is, okay, we're going to take more of your rights away. Everybody's going to have to get the MOTB now. So that's what this article is going into. All right. So let's start off. It says here, over 100 of the world's governments are planning to push central bank digital currency, CBDCs, and the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank may have given them the perfect opportunity to introduce this nightmare surveillance tech. Oh, ha, 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 ha. That's what they're doing, man. Perfect opportunity. Never let a good crisis go to waste. Who said that? Right? Who said that? Never let a good crisis go to waste. Yeah, Winston Churchill, right? I think it's Winston Churchill. This damn devil. See, yeah, Winston Churchill, haha, with a cigar in his mouth. When you smoke that cigar, it represents power. Really, you serve the damn devil, man. Right? Got a cigar in his hand. Bald, fat white man with a suit on and a bow tie. Ha 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 ha. Mob shit. Kingpin. Never let a good crisis go to waste. That's right, you devil. Never let a good crisis go to waste, man. Okay, this is a good time. This ain't, they ain't gonna waste time with this crisis. And now, this has accelerated the MOTB. The heightened fear of bank runs and the growing calls for more government controls to prevent another Silicon Valley Bank-style event has created space for governments to swoop in and present CBDCs as the solution. That's why I said Hegelian dialectic. Problem, reaction, and solution. Okay? You can go look it up yourself. All right, there's lots of videos out there, a lot of content out there that you can look up. Hegelian dialectic. Type in problem, reaction, solution. Type in pressure from above and pressure from below. You can go research it yourself. So it says, prepare for these talking points to become prominent as governments ramp up their efforts to push CBDCs. All right, so let's go. Let's go to point 2. CBDCs will provide financial stability. As Silicon Valley Bank collapsed, the prospects of widespread financial contagion event loomed. Companies said they were left unable to pay staff. Large online platforms delayed payments to sellers, and other companies revealed that they held significant portions of their cash at Silicon Valley Bank. While the U.S. government stepping in to guarantee Silicon Valley Bank customer deposit appears to have averted much of wider financial collateral damage, although this won't be fully apparent until more time has passed, President Joe Biden has already vowed to reduce the risk of this happening again. Get ready for governments to capitalize on the fear of financial instability and use this narrative to push new rules and regulations that will supposedly provide financial stability. And that really goes into draconianism, taking your damn rights away and governing every freaking facet of your life. All right. You can go into the World Economic Forum, go onto their website, and they talk about a cashless society, CBDCs, and a CBDC, a cashless society. When you look at the chart, it governs everything that you're going to interact with in this life: transportation, getting to work, you using the internet. You're going to be connected to a cloud or a server through you being chipped. That's what it's about. Okay, so let me get a preset. See what I got here. Let's see what I got here. You people are asleep out here, man. Especially you tribes. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. The day of the Lord. Beautiful. Nobody knows the day of the Lord, but it's coming real soon, guys. Yahweh and the angels don't even know. Only the Father knows. So be on your toes. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly, like the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. That's right. That's when the day of the Lord is going to come, like a thief, guys. Like a thief in the night. When you least expect, especially they come at nighttime, when you're sleeping, when everything's okay, when you kiss your kids, you put them to bed, tuck them in. You're not expecting a thief to come. All right? Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And a lot of you guys are going to say, this is peace and safety. Right? Setting up this system, this enterprise. Peace and safety, right? Setting up the MOTB system. Revelation 13 and 15 on down, setting this up. The beast system. But it's going to come to an end. When you say peace and safety, that's when the Lord's going to come. Pursuing to Job, the 20th chapter, when he's about to fill his belly. And what that really means is, he's gonna bring forth this system. It's gonna be successful. But as soon as he sets it up, that's when the Lord takes him down. Right? So you people that go along with this system and you believe in it, and you think you're going to find peace in it, that's actually not going to happen. So it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. That's right. As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah, and you know what comes with a woman having a child. Labor pains, man. Labor pains ain't easy. You know, they come, you know, they come in intervals. They come in bursts. 1 minute she's fine, then oh, the baby starts kicking her. She goes into labor. Labor ain't nice, man. It ain't pretty. And they shall not escape. That's right. You ain't gonna escape the Lord's judgment. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. That's right. So you brethren that are in the know, you know, this is not gonna get the best of you. Why? Because Isaiah chapter 33 and 6. Let's get that. Isaiah 33 and 6. What does it say? And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of thy salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. That's right. So, yeah, you're going to be stable because you got wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's going to keep you stable in these times of trouble when this collapse comes. You see, these people, man, when it came, you average people out here, you panicked. You did the bank run. You tried to take your money out. Oh, my God, I'm going to lose all my money. Oh, start crying. Started panicking when you saw them threads on Twitter, social media, right? You started panicking. You weren't stable. You didn't have your emotions under control. You weren't stable. You were afraid to lose your money. You were afraid to lose. You see, the men of the Lord in that day, we're not going to be afraid to lose, man, because the Lord's going to put the Spirit on us to not give a shit. And the Lord's going to take care of us, man. As he always did with the men of the Lord in the past. He never forsake those who believed in him. And when you read these scriptures, when you look at the accounts of the prophets, the men of old, the great kings, the righteous ones that serve the Lord, they are always taken care of, man. Always taken care of. Right? Right. Psalms chapter 34 and 7. And the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. Yeah, that's right. You know, the angels, they encampeth around us. They're always around us because we fear Yahweh Shem El Shai, and we're gonna get delivered. So we have nothing to fear. Take no thought. Let's see. Yeah. This is Matthew chapter 6 and 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is it not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? Yeah, don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that. And by the way, this life you're living, it's only temporary. Right? Transitory. You come and you go. Alright? Verse 26. Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns. Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. That's right. Even the damn fowls of the air, these damn birds out here, man. Them seals, you know, them shithawks that poop all over your car. They get fed. They eat good. They eat good out here. Damn ass seagulls, man. I saw some bird shit on my car the other day when I just washed it too. A nice ride, yo. I was pissed. But, you know, they can shit on your car because they eating good, man. Eating good. So, you know, if these low beasts that run off just instincts alone, if they're being fed and taken care of, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, don't you think you're going to be taken care of? Of course you are. Are ye not much better than they? That's right. And that's what Yahushai is saying. You're much better than a damn beast. Why? Because you were given the law, statutes, and commandments, and at the end of the day, you're a human being. Well, really, you're an Israelite. Son of the power. Yahshua, he is the prince of the power. Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit unto his stature? And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you, that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye little of faith? And that's what it's about, man. Having faith that the Lord is going to take care of you. Faith. All right? Faith. You see, you people, man, you didn't have faith. You didn't have faith. And that's why you went to take out your money. Right? What does the scripture say about faith? You know, faith goes a long way in terms of your salvation. What is it? Hebrews 11. I'll just read this real quick. Hebrews 11. All right. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That's right. Okay. That's what it is. It's about hope and the evidence of things not seen. Seeing it, believing in things that you cannot see. There's a lot of power in that, man. A lot of power in that. Okay, so this salvation that's coming, it's not going to be, it's not, what you're hoping for in terms of salvation. It's not so much a carnal thing. Yes, there's going to be a physical deliverance, of course, but before that happens, for you to be chosen to be saved, you got to believe it. You got to be thinking about it. You got to be dreaming about it. And that's something that not a lot of people can do. Only the elect, the 1/3, is going to be thinking like that. All right, so it says, for by it the elders obtain a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of the things which do appear. That's right, and you know what? We were not there at the beginning. But through the words that are written in this book, we understand how creation came about. And that takes faith to believe it. Right? Anyways, let's go back here. So, okay, so point 2, where did I leave off at? Okay, so I'll start here. While the U.S. government stepping to guarantee Silicon Valley Bank customer deposit appears to have averted much of the wider... Okay, I already read that. Okay, getting ready for governments to capitalize on the fear of financial instability and use this narrative to push new rules and regulations that will supposedly provide financial stability. They're likely to blame banks for creating financial blowups, insist that governments need more control over the financial system, and present CBDCs as the tool that will bring financial stability. Right? That's what they're saying. Right? Okay. Yeah, that's enough. That's what they're saying. They're saying that this is going to bring financial stability on righteous decrees. Let me see here. Daniel 25. Yeah, this is Daniel chapter 8 and 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And this is a policy that he's going to bring forth. What did it say here? They'll likely blame banks for creating financial blowups, insist that governments need more control over the financial system, and present CBDCs as the tool that will bring financial stability. Yeah, and they're going to bring this, and how are they going to bring this about? Through laws, through policies, legislation, right? Just like how Antiochus did in the past, right? He brought through policies, which those policies that he brought about, that was to destroy people, man. It wasn't to help people, it was to destroy people. So it says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. That's right. And this is going to cause him to magnify himself. He's going to, he has a God complex. That's going to create a God complex. Why? Because he controls you. He controls your life. Without this, you can't do anything. He owns you. Right? Taking your liberty away. Telling you when you can eat. Telling you when you can shit. Telling you how much food you can buy. Right? When you go to the grocery store, it's going to tally up everything you buy. There's going to be a record of it. I don't want to live like that. I don't want people knowing how much I eat. in a day. Like, that's wicked, man. you know, that's a God complex. But anyways, it says here, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. And this is going to bring peace. This is the solution. But it's going to destroy many, because now you are led to the path of idolatry. Especially you tribes. Idolatry is going to destroy you. You being branded, that's going to destroy you. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Yeah, he's going to stand up against Yahushai, but he's going to be taken down and broken down without hand. All right, so I just wanted to use that. Anyways, let's go back here. All right, so point 3. Many governments... Actually, wait, I didn't finish this. Those that fall for this fantasy will be locked into a system that's anything but stable. So we just read that. Daniel 8. Right, through his policy, right? And by peace shall destroy many. He's telling you it's good for you, but it's going to destroy you. Now you're locked into a system. Instead of bringing financial stabilities, CBDCs will force citizens into a constant state of financial uncertainty, where they never know when the rules about how they can spend their money will change or how significant the changes will be. There you go. Very draconian. It's tyrannical, man. And that's where idolatry gets you. It turns into tyranny. So anyways, verse 3, and that's in the Apocrypha. You can find that account. Right? When you worship idols, people set up these idols, different gods, which the MOTB is going to be a god. It's an idol. It just leads to tyranny, man. And then they turn it into, first it becomes like a fad, like it becomes something that you just do, maybe like a little festival, and then it turns into a damn religion. Anyways, it says CBDC should be used for customer deposit protection. Many governments have already cited making direct payments to citizens as one of the main use cases for CBDC. If more banks fail, expect governments to start increasingly focusing on CBDCs as a solution for affected customers. Be on the lookout for governments urging citizens to download CBDC wallet apps during times of financial uncertainty. They'll likely assert that this is a more streamlined or efficient way for customers to have instant access to their deposits in the event of bank failures. While CBDCs may provide some short-term convenience during financial turbulent times, citizens that choose CBDCs will be sacrificing their freedom and privacy long-term. Once they've been ushered into this system, they'll lose their ability to transact anonymously and only be allowed to spend their CBDCs on government-approved purchases. So yeah, man, that's it. I'll close up. Let's just read this. All right, Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power. Verse 16. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And what does that remind you of? They'll lose their ability to transact anonymously and only be allowed to spend their CBDCs on government-approved purchases. Sounds like Revelation 13 and 16 to me. Right? And on down. That's what it sounds like to me. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. So if you don't have this, you can't buy or sell. And they're going to tell you what you can buy and what you can sell when you take the mark. Right? If they don't approve of it, you can't do anything. Or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, so yeah, that's all I got. Little update. We're 29 minutes. Okay, we're at 29 minutes. All right, so with that, I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakaha Kodash, that belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone GMS that rule well and that do teach well. Peace and salutations out to the Hopeful Elect. Kwame Ashala and Above Ball. Shalom.